Hello, everybody. Welcome to Warriors at Ease, Operation Remote Resilience. My name is Robin, and I'm a certified Warriors at Ease yoga and meditation teacher. And I'm here today to offer you a 30-minute restorative class. And a restorative class is kind of a restful class, restful yoga for stressful times. And boy, we could probably all really use this about now. So this class is designed to unwind tension, anxiety from the mind and from the body with the use of props and also a deeper awareness to the connection of our breath. So we will start there today. And I'd like to just begin with a quote that says, "In the midst of movement and chaos, let us find stillness within." And also, that there is strength in resting and there's clarity in disconnecting. And in disconnecting, I don't mean disconnecting from ourselves. I mean disconnecting from all the hubbub, the chaos, the activity that surrounds us, and just taking time to, again, connect more deeply with breath and allow our bodies to restore and reset, or tend to and befriend your body. So let's begin with breath. Kind of sitting up. I'm sitting on a blanket. I will be using 2 blankets today, a bolster, and about 3 decorator pillows. So if you have things like that handy that you can just grab, you could even use cushions from off your couch or your bed, just anything to bring in support to the body. Blankets and pillows are great. All right. So we will begin with the breath. So I'm in seated easy. I'm sitting on a blanket actually, just to lift my hips up a little bit. I'm going to lengthen up through the spine, drop my shoulders down, and begin to draw the breath deep into the belly and release through the mouth. Let's do that again. Beginning to soften the eyes or close them, whichever is more comfortable. Bring the breath deep into your belly and think of the word nourishment, bringing in what your body needs. And then as you exhale, nice and slow and long, release all residue from the day. And as upon the next inhalation, maybe think of expanding a little bit more here in your rib cage and the back, feeling everything kind of open as you draw in the breath. And perhaps think of the word self-compassion, taking time and care for yourself, tending and befriending, and release your breath. And then this time, as you bring the breath in, let's notice this place, our chest, our heart space. Bring the breath all the way up, deepen, but also fill all the way up to the top. And perhaps think of the word peace. And release the breath. Softening everything, allowing the body to begin to release and relax. Now let's add some arms. We're going to bring in a breath called a sun breath. Inhaling, extending the arms up, fingertips touch. And then as you exhale, draw the thumbs down across your forehead, your face, and come to heart center. And just notice that line of connection right through the mind. Let's do that again. Inhale, filling up, feeling yourself sink down into your sit bones, but lengthening up as you take in all the breath. And then exhale, soften, bring the hands right down to your connection to your heart. And one more time. Inhale the arms up, rooting down, lengthening up, and softly exhale, drawing a line of connection between the sky above, through our mind, coming back to our self and heart center. All right, and releasing your hands, just come to an easy breath for yourself. All right, let's let's start today with a supported child's pose. And support in the front end and the back end. I'm going to bring a stack of a bolster and a blanket here to the front. And then I'm going to come onto my knees. And I'm going to bring this blanket that I've been sitting on onto my calves, tucking it under my hips. And I'm going to bring in a pillow as well. And actually, you know what? I'm going to stack my pillows right here. I'm going to put 2 pillows here just to bring things up a little higher so I can really feel supported. And then I'm going to take a pillow and put it underneath here. And pull the stack in, maybe spread my knees a little bit, and then release my torso right over. And I like to think of the sensation of pouring. It's like pouring water, allowing yourself to just drape right over the stack of supports. And then you have the pillow and the blanket underneath your hips that kind of level out your spine and maybe will make you feel even more relaxed. Feeling the evenness of your back, the support of the stack underneath. We are tending to and befriending our body. As you breathe here, notice sensations of the supports, where they lift you and hold you up. And notice the flow of breath. Notice when the breath begins to make you feel calmer, maybe softer, maybe lighter. Notice how it feels to breathe into the expansiveness of your back. And to have that stack of support, pillow support underneath your chest and your heart. Allow the breath to come to you. If you can hear the music, I'm playing a CD, Liquid Mind 12, entitled Peace by Chuck Wild. He generously sent this CD to yoga teachers all around just for this very purpose, to bring more peace into our communities. Thank you, Chuck Wild, for Liquid Mind music. And maybe that is an interesting image to think about as you're breathing here, this liquid mind. Just letting everything feel soft, smooth, and kind of melty. And as you're in this position, you might be interested in turning your head the other way. It may feel more balanced and help your neck to release if you turn to the other side. But since I'm speaking to you, I'm going to keep my head this direction, but feel free after about 5 to 10 breaths on one side to turn your head to the other way. It may feel more awkward. We usually have one side that's a little more tight, tense. It's a little easier it's less easy to relax into. So just take as much time and as many breaths there as you can to bring a little more release into that side of your neck. All right. Plan to take maybe 3 more breaths. And then we're going to shift and we're going to come into a supported pigeon pose. Maybe 1 more breath. And then we're going to just use our hands to press down, lift through our torso, ease your way on up. We're just going to shift this stack just a little bit forward because we're going to still use it. And I'm going to bring my left leg, knee to the floor, the bottom leg here to the floor, and just bring the stack back right in front of my thigh. And then come forward, bringing heart forward onto the bolster. So there's a little bit of a twist sensation here. And then you can decide to leave your top leg bent, or you can fully rotate that hip and come into a pigeon. Your choice, how you want to take this tonight and what feels best in your body. And then you can also support your forehead on your arms so that you can lengthen through your neck as well. And if you have the pillow space here, you can kind of leave a little space to breathe. So pigeon pose is bringing a little bit of pressure into our hip, pressing out tension, but also it's allowing us to lengthen through the back and the hip flexor of the extended leg. And our supports are cueing our nervous system to tend and befriend by the pressure on the front of our torso. So just notice what you notice. And try to find a way to bring release into your neck as well and your head to feel supported. And take maybe 5 to 10 breaths. And if you are to practice restorative on your own, allow yourself about 2 to 3 minutes to be in each pose, to fully allow the benefit of relaxation and restoration, and cueing our rest and restore part of our nervous system. Remembering that there is strength in resting and clarity in disconnecting. All right, take maybe 2 more breaths. And bring our hands to the side of your stack. Ease your way on up, and you can stay right here and just bring this back leg up and do a switch. Bring your stack to the middle of about the middle of your thigh. Bring your chest forward and draw yourself onto your stack. And again, you would probably want to turn your head the other direction. I'm kind of in my awkward pose here, just so I can keep facing your direction. And then this back leg can be bent, or you can rotate it, coming into a more traditional pigeon. One way has a little more of a twist. This way has more of a traditional lengthening position. And again, notice where the breath goes in your back. When the mind begins to quiet. When the breath begins to feel more of a part of you. When you feel like you are the breath. And your eyes may be softly open or closed. Allow yourself to sink in. Releasing a little bit more with each exhale. Okay, let's take about 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to shift into kind of a combined pose, a side lying and also a leg supporting pose. So as you're ready, just begin to kind of slide yourself up. Take your time. Bring that back leg in, bend your knee, come on in. Let's shift your stack to the side and bring your pillows down to the floor next to it. I'm going to take one more pillow from my head over here, and I'll show you how I'm going to set up for this. So I'm coming onto my side. I'm going to lay my rib cage, the side of my rib cage, onto the pillows. I'm going to have this one on top of my lengthened arm here so I can support my head. And then this bolster and blanket stack I'm going to put right under my thigh here so that my hip can feel more open and relaxed. And another nice thing you can do here is you can bring if you have an extra pillow or blanket, you can bring it right here over your side on here and then support the arm here. So this can be a very supported, comforting pose with the weight of the blankets, and taking some of the weight out of your large joints like your hips and your shoulders. And then notice the sensation of being on your rib cage, how it feels to breathe into the side of your body. And side lying poses are beneficial for our digestive organs, specifically your pancreas, liver, and your gallbladder. They help to support the function of those organs. So definitely a well-being practice to do some restorative now and again.